Shepherd, and it's the 29th of December 2011. Let's see a few photos from Fayetteville, Arkansas. Aha, old things. That's about a 4 or 5 year old picture. That's a dog named Egg, and he lived to be 16 years old and was pretty tough and a wonderful hunting dog back in the 1990s. Anyway, you're seeing scenes that's looking toward downtown from near the railroad. What's now the Hill Place apartment complex. That pile of dirt's been moved since then. Some of the work for Aspen Ridge. That's the Spout Spring and Tanglewood branches combined at 15th Street at the end of Walker Park. And you can see the USGS guys. There are some trees that are gone. Some duplex has been built there. That's Mr. Hoodenpile's yard at the on South Duncan Avenue at Hill, 11th Street, and yeah, driveway's been fixed. And of course, this is where the entry to the trail on 12th Street. Here's the newer photo. Those are old ones showing you how things looked 4 or 5 years ago. And this is the infill lot on East South Street. No, I'm sorry, Southeast Street. And you can see the red dirt's been piled on the prairie dirt. You can see how much higher the lot to your left is than the lot to your right, because they leveled it out. It was on a little slope and it evened out, but now you can see water will just rush off of that red dirted area, even though they put some soil on top to try to make it look like green space after they built the house there. And it'll pour down into that next yard. Not a pretty sight. This is one of the weaknesses of infill. It doesn't protect the trees, it doesn't protect the watershed, and sometimes it doesn't not even protect the neighbors. So this is an example of why not everybody wants to create a neighborhood conservation yard that does not conserve natural resources at all. They can see junk piled up. That's actually off the property, but they piled their debris up there next to that fence, and it's actually on the property of the fence owner there. And you can see they've used the part of the right-of-way there to cut across with their big truck hauling those machines in and out. Okay, there's a bird. Let's see. Ooh, I forgot his name. I forgot to look for it this morning. So, but it's not a cardinal, and it's a beautiful bird we see here in various seasons of the year. It's has some of the same characteristics as of some of the sparrows, and it probably is in that sparrow family, but I can't recall the name at the moment. Just saw an ice flower. Now you see Ray Adams' house, actually 3 houses on South School, and guess what? Those are gone. There's a auto parts store there now, and so that was what we're trying to say about the things we've lost in recent years in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Till next time, this is Aubrey Shepherd asking you to do your part to help keep the water clean, the air pure, and the woods green. See ya. Okay, these may have some more beauty in them in this set of photos on the 29th of December 2011 in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Okay, that's from the Senior Center. There's a lady waiting on the bus, and she's sitting outside. It was sort of a pleasant day for her. And then we'll go inside, and there's Lily. Lily is one of the strongest volunteers, and she might tell you she's older than I am, and she's been doing this since the new Senior Center opened. And there's the head of the Code Enforcement Office in Fayetteville, and the lady he's kneeling by is the head of the Senior Center. Those 3 people are a part of the lady at right is on the part of the Housing Authority, I believe, and they're talking about plans for more housing authority related activities. That's the Hill Place Park next to World Peace Wetland Prairie, and you can see some juvenile delinquent, I assume. Hope it's not an adult delinquent out there driving on park land, city park land, tearing up the soil, doing wheelies maybe, and going around in circles. Not sure just why somebody would go that near a tree, drive a truck that near a tree, as that person did in that case. Those are oaks that were preserved as part of the preservation for the parkland dedication for that Hill Place apartment complex. So, but there are no signs saying do not drive in the park, do not do this in the park, so forth. Okay, one of my favorite cats, that one's name is Corey, Khore, and she's of course a calico, and if she'd flicked her tail up there, you'd see the white spot at the end. That cardinal was enjoying some of the Christmas decorations in the front yard, and apparently related to the color. So that is a beautiful basket flower, I believe, and it's got or it's a type of thistle. Anyway, it's got a robber fly on it, a very mean, predatory fly. That's a type of swallowtail, and let's see, here you've got, well, they're not as easy to see, but at left you've got a clear-wing moth, and that's on thistle, and at right you have a carpenter bee. Okay, this could have been the prize winner for the Housing Authority project over on Lewis Avenue. Giant sunflower should have won an award, but instead, right after this, the maintenance crew came along and cut all that vegetation down. And it seems that there's some rule that they don't allow the people in there to have a beautiful garden, grow any vegetables or flowers. That's South Duncan Avenue, and just before it hits Martin Luther King, and you saw that the water there will probably be going across the street and freezing this winter because the pipe to get it under the street's not as large as the pipe bringing it down the hill, the new pipe. Okay, that's a carpenter bee. It's on a Asclepias hortella, tall green milkweed. This is a different kind of swallowtail, but it's on the ironweed. So these are just a few of the native plants that we've shown you in the summer, and they give us a little dash of color and beauty in winter. Till next time, this is Aubrey Shepherd asking you to do your part to help keep the water clean, the air pure, and the woods green. See you.